All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, double honor, and glorifications to the Most High Yahweh, by Shema Mashiach, Mamalak Yahushua, right? Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua. So it's gonna be a quick video through the spirit, not gonna be too long. I believe okay, I got a title right there. The title is The Art of a Soldier. All right. So this is gonna be a quick video, light exhortation, nothing too crazy, just going into the art of a soldier. The Lord called us to be soldiers in his army, to stand boldly for his truth, for his laws, his statutes, for his commandments. All right, for faith in his son. Okay, Yahweh Shah. All right, so in his truth, hey, look, you're here to fight. You're here to contend for the faith. Okay, you're here to stand up, for all men of righteousness. All right. So the life of a soldier, whether you be a male or a female or a child, whatever the case may be, and if you got this truth oozing through your soul, and you have to fight. All right, whether you be man, woman, or child, it doesn't matter. If you have this truth in your heart, you got to fight. It is what it is. You got to fight these demons, right? You have to fight the lust and love of the world. Okay, you have to fight false doctrines, foolishness, folly. Okay, you have to fight the flesh. All right, so if you got this truth in you, you're a fighter by default. You're a soldier for the Lord, man. All right, it kind of is what it is. You got to fight. You have to put armor on. All right, you have to gird up your loins, your mind, your spirit, and you have to fight. You have to play defense. You have to play offense. All right. So this video, like I said, not gonna be too long. Just going into the art of a soldier, being a fighter of the Lord, man. All right. So let's kick this thing off. All right. Let's go to 2 Timothy 2 and 3. Dive right into it. This book of 2 Timothy, right? Chapter 2 and verse number 3. It say what? Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shah Mashiach. So the scriptures tell us to endure hardness. All right, as good soldiers of Yahweh Shah. Okay, and we fighters of this faith. Okay, you got to endure hardness. Hardness is manifold. Okay, a lot of things is going to be considered hardness. Doubt is hardness. Worrisomeness is hardness. Stress is hardness. Frustration is hardness. Okay, waking up each and every day, making your way to the plantation, it has hardness. Don't we read that in Sirach, the 40th chapter? It's a heavy yoke upon the sons of Adam. And it tell you all the diverse things that we go through, man. Don't we got the curses? Okay, the curses is hardness. All right. You got to deal with the plantation. A Jake may have an envy eye, not an envious, but an evil eye towards you. So like, all right, Deuteronomy 28:54. Okay, it's all manner of hardness that you got to fight and endure as soldiers of Yahweh Shah, man. All right, let me go to that real quick. Let me go to Sirach 40. This book of Sirach, right? Chapter 40 and verse number 1. It says, great travail is created for every man, and a heavy yoke is upon the sons of Adam. And so this heavy yoke that's upon us, and that's hardness that must be endured, right? It's a heavy yoke. Life is not easy. Neither is it a game. Neither is it a joke. This truth is not easy, man. Okay, a soldier's got to have tough skin. All right, because this thing get hard, man. This thing not easy for nobody. You could be the elect. You could be waxing mighty and on fire. It doesn't matter. Okay? You a soldier, so you have to battle, you have to fight. Peter was the elect. Paul is the elect. James, John, elect men. Okay, Phoebe, Dorcas, elect women. What is that? 1 John the 3rd chapter, the elect lady. Okay? And they had to fight. They had spirits that they had to overcome. They had hardness that they had to endure. Okay, they had a yoke that they had to bear to the best of their God-given ability. So even if you're the elect, you still got to fight. Not exempt from fighting. Not exempt from enduring hardness. And we see the elect. They're the main ones that endure hardness. They're the main ones that overcome. It's the elect. It's the righteous forefathers and foremothers, man. Even the children. It says what? Great travail is created for every man, and a heavy yoke is upon the sons of Adam. From the day that they go out of their mother's womb to the day that they return to the mother of all things. It say their imagination of things to come and the day of death trouble their thoughts and cause fear of heart, man. So even the stresses and the worries of life, man, it trouble your thoughts. This is hardness that you got to endure as a soldier. It says, verse 3, from him that sitteth on the throne of glory unto him that is humble in earth and ashes. So from the greatest to the least, everybody bearing this yoke, from kings to servants, man. It says, from him that weareth purple and a crown unto him that is clothed with a linen frock. It says wrath and envy, trouble and unquietness, fear of death and anger and strife. And in the time of rest upon his bed, his night sleep do change his knowledge. So you don't get no rest. You endure hardness even upon your bed, man. Even when you're trying to get some sleep, you're stressing, you worrying. Okay, because this is the hardness that you have to endure. This is the heavy yoke that you have to endure. It says, verse 6, a little or nothing is his rest. And afterward, he is in his sleep as in a day of keeping watch, troubled in the vision of his heart, as if he were escaped out of battle. When all is safe, he awaketh and marveleth that the fear was nothing. Hey, so these the heavy things that you even got to go through mentally, stress, worry. All right, this is all diverse manner of hardness that you got to endure. Okay, so let's keep going. That's all I want to get on that. So once again, let me back off. 2 Timothy 2:3. You got to endure hardness, man. As a good soldier, Yahweh Shah. It could be mental hardness. It could be physical hardness. Things of that nature. Okay, so you got to gird up your loins and endure the best you can each and every day, and endure this hardness, because this is the art of a soldier. The life of a soldier not easy. All right. I mean, look at what's going on now. I just seen a video today, right, on Instagram. You had these soldiers. Their families was giving them maybe their last hug, man. All right. And you had I believe they called for about 50,000 troops to go on over there to Iran, man. About 50,000. All right. Called up. They told them, let's go. You got to go and get over there and fight. And you had people hugging them, man. They friends, they family, they mamas, they dads hugging them. All right, because they family members is going over there to go fight this war, man. So, hey, like I say, the art of a soldier, man. Tough skin, man. Hey, it's a hell of a fight to endure. By no means is it light work. By no means is it a joke. Okay. So let's dive into it. Let's go to 1 Chronicles, right? Chapter 12. It's the art of a soldier, man. Being a soldier is beautiful. I want to be the soldier that endure unto the end and get the kingdom, right? 1 Chronicles 12:33. It says, matter of fact, yeah, I'm starting at 33. It's cool. This is the book of 1 Chronicles chapter 12, verse 33. It says, what? Of Zebulun, such as went forth to battle, expert in war, with all instruments of war, 50,000, which could keep rank. They were not of double heart. So that's a beautiful thing. You feel me? You a soldier. You expert in war. You ready for the battle. It's the art of a soldier. Okay. Of course, the message is going to chiefly be to the brothers, but this is applicable to the sisters too. Sisters got to fight demons. Would you think you because you're a daughter of Zion, you don't fight demons now? Oh, I'm just a delicate flower. Jeremiah 6:2. All right. I'm the weaker vessel. So what? I mean, you don't fight. Okay, you gotta have your loins girded too. You gotta have your mind right too. You gotta be ready to fight as well. Okay, you gotta fight spirits. Sisters gotta fight slothfulness, idleness, distraction. All right, y'all fighters in your own right in righteousness. All right, y'all have to gird up your loins and overcome these demons as well, just like brothers do. Okay, so once again, what it said, they went forth to battle. And as a soldier, once you get caught in this truth, as a man, woman, child, whatever the case may be, and you sent forth to battle, you are a fighter of Yahweh and Yahweh Shah. It's time for you to combat the lust of the flesh. It's time for you to combat the wickedness of the world, right? It's time for you to combat these demons. Because you've been called to battle as a soldier. It say what? It says expert in war with all instruments of war. And you got the sword of the Lord. All right? You got to know how to wield your instrument. Okay, these precepts, all right? These scriptures, these precepts, this a whole sword right here, Hebrews 4:12. You got to know how to wield your sword. Okay, you got to know how to and get busy with it. Rapid jab. rapid stab. All right. Hey, sometimes you might have to sheen one slice, head kind of slide off to your enemy. All right. Hey, sometimes your enemy may kind of be apt for battle. You kind of try to cut it clean off the head, and they kind of block it, and the swords clashing. Hey, so a battle get crazy. You may have to war for several days. All right. Every battle not just a one-hitter quitter. All right. You may have to war for a month. You may have to slang your sword for 3 months against certain spirits, man. All right. It's all part of the art of a soldier. You got to fight. So let's keep reading. They say what? With all instruments of war, 50,000, which could keep rank. They were not a double heart. And that's the most beautiful part right there. Those last couple of words. When it comes to the art of a soldier, keeping rank. Keeping rank essentially means you hold down your position forever and always. Okay. We in this truth, Lord willing, we may keep rank as soldiers of Yahushua, as soldiers of the Most High, and enduring this truth and get the kingdom. That's one of the chief things about being a soldier, about being part of the Lord's army, about being in this truth, is keeping rank. It don't matter what your rank is. What matters is if you keep it or not. You could be a prospect. You could be a soldier. You could be a lieutenant, an officer, right? A senior officer, a captain, a general, a vanguard. You can have offices. You could be a priest, right? You could be a recorder, a scribe, all right? A historian. Doesn't matter. It's about keeping it, okay? It's about keeping it. These is men that was expert in where they kept rank. And that's what we here to do, Lord willing. Keep rank. All right. Hold it down in the respected position that the Lord gave us. All right. If you 30-fold, keep rank. If you 60-fold, keep rank. If you 100-fold, keep rank. If you got 1 talent, keep rank. If you got 2 talents, keep rank. If you got 5 talents, keep rank. Doesn't matter. So what? And it say what? There was not of a double heart. All right. Meaning what? They're not looking back. They're not fleeing from battle. They're not trying to run to where it's easy at. And their heart is embedded in the fight. Okay. One of my favorite people in the Bible, one of my favorite forefathers, Paul the apostle. All right. He was not of a double heart. His heart was really in this thing, man, unto the death. All right. That's one of the most beautiful parts about the art of a soldier. Soldiers fight and fight and fight till it's all said and done. Till it's all said and done. Okay, they're not of a double heart. Can't break their faith. Can't get them to break rank. Their heart is rooted in this thing and what they're fighting for. All right, and that's absolutely amazing. Okay, let's go to Matthew, right? Chapter 20. Right? Go to Matthew 20. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 20. We're going to start at verse 22. Matter of fact, we could eat this whole roll. Why not? It ain't nothing else to do. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 20 and verse 20. It says, then came to him the mother of Zebedee's children with her sons, worshiping him and desiring a certain thing of him. Then he said unto her, what wilt thou? She said unto him, grant that these my 2 sons may sit, the one at thy right hand and the other on the left in thy kingdom. So this is what she wanted for her sons, man. It said verse 22. But Yahushua answered and said, ye know not what ye ask. Are ye able to drink of the cup that I shall drink of, and to be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with? They say unto him, we are able, man. And I ain't gonna lie, that's beautiful right there. Everybody can't really just say that off the dome. And Lord willing, we can say that confidently, mightily, humbly, sincerely, right? But this is part of the art of being a soldier. Okay. You asking for a big deal right here. Okay. So when you want a big deal, you got to drink a big cup. All right. So Y'all what y'all say? Is y'all already able to get baptized with the baptism that I'm baptized with? Is y'all able to drink of the cup that y'all gonna have to drink of? So when you decide that you want to be a soldier, you want to be in this thing, you gotta ask yourself, can I drink of that cup, man? Can I get baptized with the baptism that Yahushua is baptized with? Which is essentially what? A fiery trial to the finish. I mean, to the finish. They take that in Matthew the 3rd chapter, the type of baptism that Yahushua gonna baptize you with. All right. So he said, are you able to drink of this cup? So when it comes to being a soldier, it's a cup you got to drink of. What is the chief cup that you got to drink of when it comes to being a soldier, man? You step into this truth, you leave the world behind and forsake everything. See, soldiers, I'm not going to say that you can't have compassion, but I mean, you got to be an austere person. Soldiers don't really got much room in their heart to be all mushy and gooey and lovey-dovey-wovey. Nah, not really, man. You really here to fight for real. You're here to put it all on the line and give your all to Yahweh when Yahweh shot. Your heart can't really be into the affairs of this life like it tell you. Matter of fact, we're going to get that real quick. 2 Timothy. All right. Can't be entangled up with the affairs of this life. So as a soldier, I mean, I hate to say it, but you got to have tough skin. You got to be kind of hard-hearted, but in righteousness, though. All right? In righteousness. Okay? It's the book of 2 Timothy chapter 2, right? And verse 4. It says, no man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of his life. So you can't be too invested in the affairs of this life. They can't have a chief hold on your heart. It say what? That he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. So we here to please Yahweh and Yahweh Shai because they're the ones that chose us to be soldiers. So our heart can't be too far in this world. Our heart can't be too entangled with the affairs of this life because it'll eat us up. And then we start to put certain things over the Most High. Your heart can't be too invested in your job because you make $170,000 a year. I mean, your heart can't just be entangled up with that. I mean, yes, you got to put food on the table. Yes, you got to take care of your family. You know, yes, you got to give alms and things of that nature. But your heart can't be too caught up with the affairs of this life. As a soldier, you know, you're here to please Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. And really pleasing Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, I mean, it's really all about just serving them and giving them your all. That's what it's about at the end of the day. And I mean, true enough, that may not be easy to do, but it got to be done. All right, it got to be done. That's what Yahweh Shai and the young rich man, you know, he kind of got sorrowful when Yahweh Shai told him, give up all them possessions. Give up all you got. His heart kind of was, you know, entangled with the affairs. You know, he had many possessions. You know, he was keeping the commandments. Yahweh Shai told him, give up everything you got and follow me. Let all that money, all them possessions, all them riches, drop that and come follow me. And they said that man, he became sorrowful. That was a tough decision. And then what did Yahweh Shai follow up and say? Hey, it's easier for a camel to make it through a damn needle. Some roughly paraphrasing there for a rich man to get the kingdom, man. Hey, their heart is entangled with the affairs, the possessions, and everything of this world. As a soldier, it can't be like that for you as a soldier. You know, you got to be ready at the drop of a dime, say skip all that. The heck with all of that. You know, at the drop of a dime. You got to be ready to drop all that and go on about your business and serve Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. Let's get back to I'm reading 22 again. It says, but Yahweh Shai answered and said, back in Matthew chapter 20 and verse 22. It says, but Yahweh Shai answered and said, ye know not what ye ask. Are ye able to drink of the cup that I shall drink of? And we know the cup that Yahweh Shai had to drink of. He had to make his body a living sacrifice. He wasn't here to please himself. He told the Lord, not as I will, but as thy will. He was here to do the will of the Lord. Okay. So making your body a living sacrifice is a hell of a thing when it comes to the art of a soldier. It ain't really about all what you want to do and, you know, what you got going on. It's what the Lord wants ultimately at the end of the day. Okay. So it say that I shall drink of and be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with. That saying to him, we are able. All right. Let's go to Matthew chapter 3 real quick. Let me get this. This book of Matthew, right? Chapter 3. And I'm going to start at verse 11. This Matthew 3 and 11. It says, I indeed baptize you with water unto repentance. This is John the Baptist. It says, but he that cometh after me is mightier than I, whose shoes I am not worthy to bear. He shall baptize you with the Holy Ghost and with fire. So the baptism that Yahushua is that the baptism that you got to go through, being a soldier Yahushua, is first, it say what? He's going to baptize you with the Holy Ghost. So the Holy Spirit. Okay, you get submerged in the Spirit. And then it say what? And with fire. Now, is that literal fire, right? That you go through when it comes to dealing with Yahushua being a soldier of him and getting baptized by the Holy Spirit, by the Most High, allowing the Holy Spirit to come upon you, and then do you literally catch on fire? Do you just engulf in flames? You hear this truth, you say, God, I'm an Israelite. I love Yahushua, and then you just get on fire and you just walking around screaming and hollering and you just burn it. All right, no, that's not the fire. The fire is the trials, tribulations, and afflictions. Okay, that is the fire that you get baptized with when it comes time to serve Yahushua. It's going through the afflictions and the heavy trials and tribulations, the fiery trial, the fiery furnace. Okay, let's touch on that real quick, because that's part of the art of a soldier is enduring. Now that you've been called to be a soldier and you get the baptism that Yahushua gonna baptize you, and you drink a cup that Yahushua got to drink of, making your body a living sacrifice, going through the fiery trial, having the Holy Spirit upon you, you have to endure through it all. Okay, let me it's a few precepts I want. I'm gonna go to Isaiah 48 and 10 real quick. Let me get that real quick. Book Isaiah, right? Chapter 48 and verse number 10. It says what? Isaiah 48 and 10. Behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. That's that fire that you get baptized with. It is the furnace of affliction. Okay, you get afflicted, you get chastened. That's a son of God. You read about that in Hebrews the 12th chapter, 5 through verse 8. The Lord chastened you. He put you through the fire. He put you through the affliction. Okay, that he may refine you and purify you, baptize you, submerge you in a fiery trial, that you may come out as pure, fine gold. Okay, it's the art of a soldier. In the fiery trial that the Lord put you through, hey, what did we read in 1 Corinthians 12 and 33? You have to what? Keep rank and don't be of a double heart. It's the art of a soldier. You gotta love to fight. You gotta love to fight. That's the art of it. Getting put in the fiery trial, Yahweh Bashim, man. Yahushua had to go through it. You got to go through it because you said what? We are able. Okay, you said it through the Spirit. You said it through the Spirit that you was going to drink in a cup Yahushua had to drink of. Right? And be baptized with the baptism he baptized with. It's the fiery trial. You said we are able, man. So now you got to keep rank and maintain that same energy, so-called. And don't be of a double heart. And endure the fiery trial. And get one more. Let me hold this real quick. All right. Let's go book Sirach. Classic. Milk. Good milk. Right? The book of Sirach chapter 2. And verse number 5. Really, your brothers and sisters already know. You started Sirach 2 and 1, the whole roll. Mean. We're going to start at 5. Sirach 2 and 5 and say what? For gold is tried in the fire. So hold on. We the Lord's gold. Read about that in Joel. Right? The 3rd chapter. It say gold is tried in the fire. And acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So acceptable men get tried and proven in the furnace of adversity. That's that fire that you get baptized with. That Yahushua baptized you with. It's that fire. All right. You get put in the furnace. You get put in the fire to endure the fiery trial and tribulation, man. To endure these afflictions. Okay. So the art of a soldier is going through that fiery furnace. Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego. Didn't they get put in the furnace and it was lit and 7 times hotter than what it normally is or something like that, man? I mean, extremely hot furnace. But what did the scripture say? Say Nebuchadnezzar say, hold on. Could have sworn I put 3 of them in there. This is 4th person doing it here. He said this 4th person is like the Son of God. So Yahushua is with you by your side, man, as you're going through the fiery furnace. And then what do you read in prayer Azariah or Song of 3 Holy Children? It said the angel of the Lord was in there with him. And a moist wind came upon him while he was in the fiery furnace, man. By Shema Mashiach Yahushua. All right, this is the art of being a soldier. That's why you can't be of a double heart. You got to have faith. You got to trust in the Lord. You in this furnace. You cooking. It's on level 1,000. It's 1,000 degrees. Hey, the Lord is with you, man. To keep you cool and enduring through the fiery trial. Right? It's this precept that I want, actually. Let me see. Wisdom of Solomon 19 and 22. Wisdom of Solomon 19 and 22. This is what I want. I want Wisdom of Solomon 19 and 22. It say what? It say, for in all things, O Lord, thou didst magnify thy people and glorify them. Neither didst thou lightly regard them, but didst assist them. Hold on, what the Lord say? But didst assist them in every place and time. So like every time and place, man. It said the Lord assist us in every time and place. Okay. So when you're in this furnace and it's as hot as it is, all right, the Lord is there to assist through Yahushua and angels, man. All right. So this is the art of a soldier. Enduring the flaming, fiery trials, man. Keeping rank, not being of a double heart, enduring. Yahweh and Yahushua is there to assist you in every time and every place. Wherever the furnace is cooking up at. That fiery trial. That baptism that you got to be baptized with. Drinking of that cup. Okay. Making your body that living sacrifice. Holy and acceptable. It's that Romans 12 chapter. Right? Let me get that real quick. Let's go to and that's really the beauty in it, because what we go through, Yahushua told us in Matthew 11, it's at 28 on down. His yoke is light, his burden is light. Okay, really, this stuff is really light work for real. I mean, what you lose your job? I mean, what is that compared to the kingdom? All in all, let's it hurt. You know, Jake may be broke for 7 months, but what is that really in comparison to the kingdom of heaven? Essentially, we can deal with it in so many words. You'll be all right. It's gonna hurt. We in the flesh. We subject to emotions, feelings, and sadness and worrisomeness. But you'll be all right. You can eat that up. You'll be okay. All right. But the beauty in it all is this. You endure through this fiery trial, bro. You endure through the hardships of being subject to vanity in this wicked flesh, evilness in your heart, fighting the flesh daily, trying to get the spirit to win. You endure all of this, Jacob's trouble coming up, bombs dropping everywhere. Like the brother Naquan just brought out on the survival mode video. All right, if the Lord grants you to live after the 3rd trump, you didn't endure through all of these things, man. You're seeing people dying left and right, getting smacked by missiles. All hell breaking loose in the streets, man. You endure this fiery trial. The pain, the tears, the sweat, the blood, the wins, the losses. It is absolutely amazing. It is amazing for a human being, a mortal man, woman, or child that is an Israelite, that is the holy elect. It is absolutely amazing for somebody to overcome all the things that a mere mortal has to go through. It is absolutely amazing. That is why at the end of the day, Lord willing, we make it as 1/3, 144. That is exactly why the Lord will glorify us on such a magnificent level. Because you're just a mortal. You're just man. I mean, look at us. We feeble. We feeble. You get sick. I mean, your back hurt. Your knees hurt. Arthritis. Damn cancers. I mean, you're just a damn mortal, man. It's a weak flesh. But what if the Lord say, what your name is? Yashar Allah. He Prince Power. Okay? And you prevail over man. So no matter how mortal and feeble and weak we actually are, we got power with the Most High God. And we got the ability to prevail over man. And we got the greatest mediator, Yahushua. Top lawyer, man. Pleading on your behalf. So it is a great marvel and a beautiful, astonishing thing for mere people like us to endure. I mean, we're not angels in the third heaven right now. We don't just automatically obey the Most High and just never fall short, and we just got great power and strength and we can fly. We don't got none of that, man. Okay? You got to use your vehicle and your two dang legs and make it happen each and every day. And if you're really down bad, a damn bicycle. All right? You got to use what you got. You can't fly right now. All right? You can't mount up with wings right now. Okay? I can't do none of that right now. But yet you still endure. You still pray. You still get a fast in. You still believe in Yahweh Yahushua with all the odds against you through the mercy of God at the end of the day. Through the mercies of the Most High. So it is extremely beautiful. It is extremely beautiful for brothers and sisters to have the mercy of the Lord upon them and endure and overcome everything. And just overcome it all. I mean, it is amazing, man. I mean, I could cry. I mean, brothers and sisters could cry, man. Well done, good and faithful servant, man. Endure, overcome. I mean, we really go through it for real. We don't have it easy. Okay? We don't got it easy, man. It's hard, but it's beautiful and it's amazing. And those that endure will be glorified and will be confessed by Yahushua to the Most High and the angels, man. All right? This is the art of a soldier, man. You're here to battle. You're here to fight and get the victory, all Lord willing. And win this war of the flesh and the spirit, man. All right? Let's dive back into it. It's the book of Romans, chapter 12, and verse number 1. It say what? I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. Okay? Hey, that's what we're here to do, man. Right? Soldiers, present your body holy and acceptable sacrifice, day in, day out, week in, week out, year in, year out, man. Constantly putting everything on the line each and every day. It's the art of a soldier to get out here on the battlefield and give it all you got, man. Fight for Yahweh, man. Fight for Yahushua. Fight for the ministry. Fight for your family. Fight for your friends, your brothers, your sisters in this truth, man. Your real family. Fight. You got something to live for each and every damn day. We need each other. We need the Most High. We need Yahushua, man. Sacrifice. That's what it's all about, man. Yahushua came and sacrificed. Peter sacrificed. Paul sacrificed, man. Timothy, Titus, all these mighty. David, man. Moses, man. And they didn't sacrifice, man. They didn't put it all on the line and denied themselves that they may serve Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and the Son with all they got, man. With all they got. All right. This thing is beautiful, man. It's the art of a soldier, man. All right. And there is no army without soldiers, man. Okay. Men on the front line. We got brothers on the front line of this thing, man. Every Shabbat. You even got the sisters out there, man. We got sisters out there, man. Enduring through the cold elements, man. Through the blazing heats, man. Enduring behind closed doors in the spirit too. Giving arms. Mighty women of the church, man. Mighty brothers of the church, mighty children of the church, man. Making their bodies a living sacrifice, man. Denying the flesh, denying their lust, denying their urges, that they may keep clean hands to the best of their ability. Okay? Denying giving up and calling it quits. All right? Just denying all that could be denied. Okay? Let's keep going. Matter of fact, I think I want to go back to that in Matthew, actually. It's a lot. We got a few more we're going to wind down. All right? Just a few more. All right, let me go back to Matthew 20. We're going to read verse 23 now. It says, and he saith unto them, ye shall drink indeed of my cup and be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with. But to sit on my right hand, on my left, is not mine to give, but it shall be given to them for whom it is prepared of my Father. So whoever literally going to sit at the right and left hand of Yahushua, hey, that's prepared for who is prepared for, whoever the Lord decide for that to be. But nevertheless, he told them, y'all going to drink of the cup that I drink of, and I'm going to be baptized with the baptism that I'm baptized with, man. Fiery trial, furnace of affliction, furnace of adversity, the mighty flame, man. All right, and enduring. Right? Let's get Matthew 19. Right? Matthew 19 and verse 29. It says what? Check this out. It's the art of a soldier. Matthew 19 and 29. It says, and everyone that have forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life. It's the art of a soldier, man, putting it all on the line. You may have to forsake it all. Family turn against you, your mother, your father, your brothers, your sisters, cousins, nieces, nephews, uncles, aunties, whatever, don't matter. Okay? Even your dang own household, man, your own wife, your own woman. Don't matter. Art of a soldier. All could turn their back on you. For what? For whose sake? For the name of Yahushua, man. For this truth. For the name of Yahweh. And the name of his son. And the Lord say what? You hold it down. You lose all that for me. You get 100-fold. You get 100-fold. It's just that simple. Okay? It's the art of being a soldier. Heavy losses, man. Nobody want to lose their family. You love your family. Hey, but the art of a soldier, being here to serve you, how many hours shy, gotta have tough skin. It's the father of a family. This is what it is. Your mama kind of want you to eat pork. They don't want you to keep the Passover. They ruining it. All right. You might not have a congregation right now. Trying to keep the Holy Passover, eat your meal in your room. They want to start blasting nigga music. All right. It's the art of a soldier. They're only doing it because you love this truth. You love Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, and you don't want to walk with the ways of the world. And you kind of say, man, and you kind of forsake all of that. So you know what? Somebody get my bread up. I'm going to hold it down solo dolo. Let me get right, man. Leave my family, leaving all that behind, man. It's over with. All right. I love Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. Right? And the Lord said you get 100-fold in the kingdom. Flat out. You get 100-fold. Right? The Lord is not a man that he should lie. Okay. So you literally drop it all that you may drink the cup and rock out with Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, and you get all that. You get 100-fold in the kingdom. Don't even worry about it. And when soldiers make sacrifices, they get rewarded. They get rewarded. All right. Don't ever forget that. You brothers and sisters in this truth, you children, every sacrifice you make counts. And the Most High see that. And those genuine, sincere sacrifices from the heart, they get rewarded, man. They don't get overlooked. The Most High see exactly what's going on all day, every day. And he read the heart of man. You make those holy and sincere sacrifices, the Lord see that. He going to take care of you on the back end. Don't worry about it. All right. I have never seen the righteous forsaken or the seed of the righteous begging bread, man. So you're going to be all right. Keep making those sacrifices. Keep standing bold for Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. All right. A lot of people don't want to do it. You do it and keep doing it and be glad while you're doing it. Because on the back end, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai going to take care of you. All right. So this is heavy sacrifice right here. I'm reading one more time, Matthew 19:29. It's saying, everyone that forsaketh houses or brethren or sisters or father or mother or wife or children or lands for my name's sake shall receive 100-fold and shall inherit everlasting life. So it's all for the name of the Lord. It's all for the name of Yahweh Yahushua. All right. You can't leave all that behind it and you doing it for damn Allah. You doing it for damn Krishna. All right. And whatever the heck else out here. So doing it for damn Caesar Borgia. All right. No, we ain't doing it for none of that. We doing it for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua and his son Yahushua. Hey, forsake it all. Okay. And go hard, man. And the Lord say, look, you're going to get 100-fold in everlasting life. Let's go to 2 Maccabees 15 and 18. All right. 2 Maccabees 15 and 18. All right. It's a book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 15 and verse number 18. It says what? Sacrifice right here, man. It says, for the care that they took for their wives and their children, their brethren, and kinsfolk. So the care that they took for them, it say what? Was in least account with them. But the greatest and principal fear was for the holy temple. It was for the holy temple. Now that's a big deal right there. That's a big deal right there. The sacrifice they made. They say, look, brothers love they, their mom, their dad, the kinfolk. We know, but right now, the biggest thing on the line right now is the temple. So that care, that heavy yearn that they have for them, they put that on the back burner and put the temple at the forefront of their mind. And that's really spiritual for real. It's a hell of a sacrifice. Your woman could be yearning, right, and groaning for you. Okay, your children crying, daddy, daddy, daddy. And you put all that on pause and on hold, and you say, well, hold on now. Hey, the holy temple, Yahweh Shemal Shah is on the line right now. Hey, that's a sacrifice. You doing it for the Lord. And on a spiritual level, I mean, that's kept every day and weekend. Who don't? I ain't gonna say that, but you got some people that may want to kick their toes up, man. All right, they may want to get cozy. They don't want to go out there in the freezing below colds. They'd rather be in the house warm, snuggled up with their woman. And I'm just saying. All right. So on a spiritual level, every time you sacrifice, and instead of being comfortable at home, you go out there and do the work, feet aching. And this for the name of Yahushua. It's for the name of the Most High. Your feet aching, your back hurting, you're sweating, it's 92 out. Okay. Or maybe you're bundled up. It's staying 17 degrees, man. Every time you do that, hey, you working your way towards the kingdom, man. Lord willing. You working your way towards the kingdom. You sacrificing. You working your way towards 100-fold. Okay. Your woman may want you to stay laid up with her or snuggled up. Maybe, maybe not. Your kids don't want you to go out. Stay with us, daddy. No. All right. Humbly speaking, no. Better go do the work of the Lord, man. We're about to go work on this temple. Okay. The third temple is in building. The elect is getting sealed every day. Okay. So you making that sacrifice, and that's beautiful. Because you could be at home. You could be kicked up, crackling your toes. You could be cuddled up with your woman. All right. And enjoying yourself with your kids. You enjoy yourself with the kids. You could be. But instead you say, nah, I'm not going to be comfortable on the Shabbat. I'm going to go out there and put my boots on the pavement. Stand up for about 5 hours with the brothers. I know my feet going to hurt. So what? Feet got to deal with it. I know my back going to hurt. Hey, back got to deal with it. I know it's going to be uncomfortable out there getting hot and sticky. Oh, well. I'm reading mighty for the brothers. I'm reading mighty for Yahweh and Yahushua. I'm teaching mighty. Got the mic and I'm going hard. All right. I'm passing out flyers. I'm giving brothers water. Every brother holding like, you need water. I need water. I'm going out here making my body a living sacrifice for the name of Yahweh and Yahushua. We need that everlasting life. We need that 100-fold. The greatest care is the temple. Meaning, essentially, the work of the Lord. The work of the Lord is the greatest. And your family really a part of that. All right? They're really a part of that, but you can't let them hold you back. They're a part of it, though. But you can't let them hold you back. That makes sense. They're a part of the work of the temple. They're a part of the work of the Lord. but you can't let it hold you back. It's like Abraham and Isaac. It's like Abraham and Isaac. Him building up Isaac and taking care of him and teaching him. That's part of the work of the Lord. That's part of the building of the temple. Hey, but when it was crunch time, it was crunch time, you know. And the Lord kind of said, give up your son, your only son. And you read in Hebrews, the 11th chapter, Abraham had faith. He knew he can get another son. So you have faith when you're doing the work of the Lord and you serving and doing all things dedication to him. You give it all up and have faith. Okay, it's the drop of a dime. It's the art of a soldier. Okay. So let's keep going. Like I said, get a few more and we're gonna wind down. Let's go to Revelation 10. All right, 10 and 9. It's the art of a soldier, man. Being a soldier, you know, it's bitter and it's sweet. You're gonna have good moments as a soldier, you're gonna have bitter moments as a soldier. This is Revelation 10 and 9. It says, and I went unto the angel and said unto him, give me the little book. And he said unto me, take it and eat it up. It shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. And I took the little book out of the angel's hand and ate it up, and it was in my mouth sweet as honey. And as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter. All right, so art of a soldier, you got to understand, it's going to be bitter moments, right? It's going to be sweet moments. Okay, we getting ready to go into some real bitter moments. All right, Jacob's trouble, all hell breaking loose. That's not going to really be fun. But you can't quit and say, well, you know, look, when it was the new moon, that was fun. I enjoyed that. That's all I was here for. That's what I wanted to do. But now that we got to run, persecution's coming. Okay, look, I don't want to do this no more. Well, no, brother. You got to drink the whole cup. All right, you got to be here when it's bitter and it's sweet. And the sweetest is going to get is ultimately on the back end in the kingdom. All right, that's what it's super sweet. All right, extremely sweet. It's like honey. Okay, so every moment not going to always be all handy dandy, fun and googly goggly, whatever. And, you know, you're going to have moments where it's ugly. It is what it is. Okay, that's the art of a soldier. Okay, when it's time to go to war, it's time to physically suit up. As a soldier, you got a AR in your dang hand and all that stuff. And you know what time it is. You know what can happen when you go out there. All right. When you go out there and physically enter the battlefield. Okay. So, hey, like they say, chin up, chest out, soldier. You got to endure. All right. Let's go to 2 Corinthians. Paul was a soldier. Let's go to 2 Corinthians 11. Read about Paul and everything he went through. Real soldier that endured. Right? This is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 11. I'm going to start at verse 23. You're going to dive right into it. Salaki. It says, are they ministers of Amashiach? I speak as a fool. I am more. It says what? In labors more abundant. In stripes above measure. In prisons more frequent. In deaths oft. So this is the fiery trial and tribulation that Paul was going through being a soldier. He was shot, suffering a diverse persecutions. And he getting stripes. All right. I mean, he's getting scorched. Okay. It say what? In prisons, more frequent, in and out of jail. Right? Not as a Negro either. So don't get it twisted. In and out of jail for persecution. For this word, for this truth, for Yahweh Yahushua. It's saying death's off. So moments where his life is on the line. All right. It say, verse 24, of the Jews 5 times received I 40 stripes, save one. It's getting whipped, man. Them getting scourged, getting stripes, man. For what? For Yahweh and Yahushua, for this ministry, for preaching this truth. It say, verse 25, thrice was I beaten with rods. Once was I stoned. Thrice I suffered shipwreck. A night and a day I have been in the deep, meaning in the sea. Right? And then we read it in Acts. What's that? 27, 28. He Paul suffered shipwreck. That storm hit him, Euroclydon. All right, a damn cyclone. Right? Then tsunami, whatever, for lack of a better term, hurricane, tsunami. All right, he got shipwreck in there. Then, not to mention, chapter 28, a damn snake bit him out of the fire. Okay. So Paul was going through it. I can never amount to this. I haven't been stoned. Not in this flesh at least. I ain't been stoned physically. Boulders, pebbles, whatever. All right. So, I mean, it's a big deal. I ain't got whipped. Not in this flesh, at least. All right. I ain't been in and out of jail for the word of the Lord. So, I mean, Paul, a real soldier. He really going through it for real. This stuff we ain't even went through. I know. I bet my bottom dollar. Ain't nobody on this live that's either on here now or probably gonna tune in. I bet my bottom dollar you ain't been whipped, scourged, damn, 39 times. Okay. And then I will double down on that. And I bet you ain't been stoned either. I bet you ain't been stoned. You might have lost your job. You might have got stoned spiritually. You know, that might have caused you a little emotional, maybe mental frustration. But you ain't physically been stoned nor beat. I know that for sure. You might have got punched. And maybe you was in a world, maybe you got jumped. Might have took a couple blows to the head. That might have felt like a stone, but your ass ain't been stoned. That you ain't been. 40-pound boulders to the dome, to the back. You ain't done went through that. Nope. That you ain't went through. Ain't nobody done whipped you. With your mama when you was being bad, your daddy whooped you with a belt. You ain't got hit with no score or with no whip. All right. No real life scourge that'll bruise the flesh and tear it open. You ain't got hit with that now. Now you might have been bad. You might have got whooped till you turned purple and blue. But that flesh ain't got tore open by no whip. You ain't got striped and whipped up that much. All right. Till your back sore and you can't move for 4 days. All right. So Paul was going through it. It say what? And brothers and sisters, you ain't even been in no shipwreck. You might have been in a car wreck. Maybe a car wreck. You know, Jake might have crashed a car. But you ain't been in no shipwreck. And you in the midst of the deep sea. You ain't done went through that. You ain't done went through that. So you know, and I'm not taking away from what brothers and sisters did go through, but this the art of a soldier, and this is things that our forefathers went through on a heavy level as soldiers of Yahushua. All right, this is what they went through. So I exaggerate on it to show you that. I mean, it's really nothing to play with. It's really a big deal. All right. Now, don't get me wrong. Some challenging times are coming up. That's for sure. All right. You know, Jacob's trouble come up. They persecute brothers and sisters. You know, your tail end up on damn Guantanamo Bay somewhere. Then at that point, okay, maybe you could talk like Paul. Maybe. All right. You kind of get in the hands of Esau and they kind of start, you know, jamming you up. And you end up being a faithful martyr or something like that, Lord willing. All right. But as far as what we go through now, you can endure. You'll be all right. You'll be okay. It say what? Verse 26. In journeys often, in perils of waters, in perils of robbers, in perils of my own countrymen, in perils by the heathen, in perils in the city, in perils in the wilderness, in perils in the sea, in perils among false brethren, in weariness, in painfulness, in watchings often, in hunger and thirst, in fastings often, in cold and nakedness. Besides those things that are without, that which cometh upon me daily, the care of all the churches. So no matter what Paul went through, no matter all these things that could have been happening on a daily basis, week to week, every other day, you know what came upon Paul consistently? The care of the churches. The care of the churches. Okay. So those are all things that Paul went through as a soldier of Yahweh was shot. And what stayed on his mind is the care of the churches. So what did that show you that we read earlier? First Chronicles 12:33. He didn't break rank, and he was not of a double heart. He went through all of that. A lot of that stuff will break Jake right in half. It'll break Jake right in half. Okay. Paul went through all of that. He kept rank. And he knew his mission and duty at the end of the day, no matter what he went through. He knew he was an apostle, right? To our Israelite brothers, our Gentile-minded brothers and sisters, even to the Jews as well. Right into these churches where you got Jews and Gentiles amongst each other, man. All right. Israelite foreigners, man. All right. Paul said, look, I care about y'all. So he always kept the mission in his mind, no matter what he went through. Okay. So that's beautiful. That's beautiful. All right. So let's get a few more. Okay. Let's go to 2 Maccabees 15 and 16. All right. The sword. Because remember, it's the art of a soldier. You got to keep your weapon on. You got to be ready to use it. This 2 Maccabees 15 and 16. It says, take this holy sword, a gift from God, with the which thou shalt wound the adversaries. So as a soldier, you know you got to fight. You have to enter into battle. You have to wound your adversaries, which is these demons. The sword is what? The word of the Lord. Hebrews 4 and 12 all day long. All right. Use your sword, wound the adversaries. Endure as a soldier. Knock these enemies' head off, man. These spirits' head off. Wound them. Back them up off you. Make them tap out and need a timeout. All right. So soldiers, you know, you got to have weaponry to defeat, you know, your adversaries. You know, that's playing upon tables right there. Okay. Let's get two more precepts and we're gonna close up. And Lord willing, do another video. Back to back. Lord willing. All right. Might have to, you know, fight the flesh. Jake get tired. Jake get sleepy. Oh well. Well, that's too bad. All right. Oh well. All right, let's get two more. All right, let's go to 2 Timothy 4 and 7. All right, it's a book. 2 Timothy, right? Chapter 4, in verse number 7, it say what? Matter of fact, actually, I want 1 Timothy 6 first. Give me 6 first. This 1 Timothy 6 and 12. It say, fight the good fight of faith. Lay hold on eternal life, whereunto thou art also called and has professed a good profession before many witnesses. So as soldiers in this truth, we have to fight the good fight of faith and keep enduring to the best of our God-given ability. All right, let's lay hold on eternal life in these last days best we can. Let's fight the good fight of faith best we can, man, and keep our heads up and keep fighting and striving to get the kingdom. Now, let's go to 2 Timothy 4 and 7. Love this precept right here. This 2 Timothy 4 and 7, they say, what? I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. It's the art of a soldier, man. Fighting to the end. Fighting to your last breath, man. The art of a soldier. What did Paul say? I fought a good fight. So with us being soldiers in this truth, fighting for the faith, contending for the faith, that's what we want to be able to say when it's all said and done, that we fought a good fight. We finished our course. Meaning what? Endured and got the kingdom. All right. I have kept the faith. Okay. What's the reward? Verse 8. It say, henceforth, there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness. It's for all the soldiers that endure, man. All the brothers and sisters and children that endure. A crown of righteousness laid up for you, man. You cross that finish line. It say, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, but unto all them that love his appearing. So everybody that endure it and make that calling and election short, gonna get that beautiful crown of righteousness and lay it upon their head for enduring, being mighty soldiers of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, keeping rank, not having a double heart, but what? Fighting that good fight, finishing a course, and keeping the faith. All right, keeping the faith. So Lord willing, brothers and sisters was edified through the Spirit. Lord willing, brothers and sisters was exhorted through the Spirit. And Lord willing, this offering was pleasing and acceptable in the eyes of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, the art of a soldier, enduring, sacrificing, holding it down, being faithful, not having a double heart, keeping rank, enduring through the L's, enduring through the W's, man. All right. Fight the good fight of faith. Finish the course. Enduring through all the pain and sufferings. Drinking of the cup that Yahweh Shai had to drink of, man. going through that suffering, that pain, that affliction, right? That fiery furnace, that hardcore turmoil. All right. So once again, Lord willing, brothers and sisters, was exhorted, and edified through the Spirit, and let's endure as good soldiers of a Mashiach Yahushua. So we're gonna close up, of course, giving all honor, praises, and glorification to the Most High Yahweh by Shema Mashiach Wamarach Yahushua. Kwame Yashab. Shalom.